Alright, what is going on, guys? And Derek's here, and today we are back with Dishonored 2. Last time we got out of Dunwall, now we are on the Dreadful Whale.
Ship?
Feels apparently
odd.
Alright, so Emily says it feels kind of odd in here. But, yeah, as some of you guys may know if you watched my Minecraft Sky Factory kind of like playthrough, let's play thing with my friend Kelby or Azuni, you'll know that I recorded this segment of the game already, but my video got corrupted, so I had to play through the first part again. This time I just went through, killed everybody, and got a bunch of like 400 more coins. And got a few other extra things that I didn't the first time around. So that's why you haven't seen any of this for the past few days, just because I was kind of annoyed and I didn't want to go through that whole thing again. But I did it, and now we're back.
What is this place?
So,
where am I?
This is the realm of the outsider.
I can feel something moving closer. Watching.
That's probably the outsider, maybe.
Empress Emily Caldwin. I'm a friend of your father's from the bad old days.
Yes, we know you.
I never expected us to meet. I watched your mother die at the hands of schemers who wanted your little empire. Then you were rescued by a killer in a strange mask. I thought that was the end of the excitement. But Delilah and the Duke are flies in the ointment, aren't they? How many of your own subjects are you ready to slaughter? And what are you willing to become?
I'll become an assassin if I need to. Jesus Christ.
15 years ago, I asked Corvo that last question. This is the moment that changed him. Now it's your turn, Emily.
We are gonna we're gonna grab this
Burns.
outsider mark, and we're gonna have our freaking amazing
I feel
power.
like I'm standing at the edge of something.
On the edge of something. Ooh. So, as I had said the first time I played this round,
they're true.
Emily's blink is different than Corvo's. So she gets like slingshot,
Incredible.
which is kind of weird. Instead of like blinking, so it's gonna be
This is
something
how
to
I'm
get
going to
used to.
save my father and reclaim the throne.
Oh yes, Emily, of course. Oh shit! See, you have to be careful with this one, because it doesn't just blink you, it literally shoots you forward, and if you keep moving forward, you're gonna keep going farther.
Corvo mentioned being here once.
So this is the heart that helps us find moves and stuff.
Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
It's been so long,
Yep.
and you've been through so much. Even as an echo of myself, it's good to know you're there.
Mother? You're here, but you're not here. In my hand, but somewhere else.
Only the last of my essence, with you for a while. If
Until we
only
save
I could
Corvo.
reach across this great expanse and take you into my
The rest of
arms.
the Empire.
But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can.
Okay, thanks, Mom. So this heart, this will always point us towards runes. So that's good. Punch her, please.
Who is
Let's let
Delilah,
me
really?
punch her.
How could she?
This girl looks
I
so
don't
freaking
understand.
creepy. Actually, you know what she looks like? She looks like one of those Shinigamis from Death Note. She looks like yeah. You guys ever watched that? You'll know what I'm talking about. She's not Ryuk, but the other one. Rem or something like that.
Delilah slit a man's throat for a pair of shoes and painted some of the most brilliant portraits of the age, all in the same year.
That's fucked up.
Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes sycophants of those around her. All of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game, and now she's an empress. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
Uh-oh. She's probably trying to have all the outsider powers or something like that. Alright, so second chapter. Meet with Megan Foster and discuss a plan of action before taking the skiff to Karnaca.
When I was 10 years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is more off-kilter than I imagined. Everything has been turned inside out, but I'm not gonna stop fighting until it makes sense again. Karnaka's the southernmost port in the Empire, once proud but fallen into disarray.
That's where your dad came from.
Under the new Duke, the Grand Serkonan Guard has gotten
Pretty sure.
increasingly oppressive. Beatings and firing squads. The bloodflies are said to be worse than ever. This is the birthplace of my father.
Yep. I was right.
Megan Foster keeps to herself, like she's hiding something. But she helped me escape Dunwall, and for now, I need a place to stay out of sight. Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer, using the Crown Killer to butcher my political adversaries. They took what was mine, and I'm gonna get it back.
Yeah.
Even if I have to burn this city to the ground.
If I keep looking back behind me, it's just because my puppy is right there. She's like 4 months old, so she still needs to be watched. And I just like to make sure that she's still sitting there, like sleeping. She's not walking around doing crazy shit. Alright, so Wyman. By now you must have heard about the coup in Dunwall. Don't worry, I'm safe hiding far away with friends. I implore you, don't try anything reckless and don't go back to Crystal. Stay in Morley, there's nothing you can do against Delilah. I can't say I have a solid plan yet, but you know how well I improvise in desperate situations. Remember the time I kept a straight face during the watch officer's report, all the while sitting on my desk without pants? If I survive that, I'll get through all this. For now, I need to stay hidden and act alone. Trust me. We'll see each other again, I promise. Aw, gotta send those messages to her boyfriend. Oh yeah, okay. So, goodbye Karnaka, musician's farewell. Basically, it's just talking about how he became friends with Megan and Anton and that he doesn't have any money. Pretty much it. And that this was his Serkonan guitar and blah blah blah. Not super interesting. Like I said, I have played through this once before, just so you know. So if I do skip a couple things, I'm sorry, but yeah, I'll be more in depth when we get farther into the game. It's not what you're used to, living in a palace, but this is all the coin I could scrape up. Anton and I operated on a tight budget, and guess what? Now you do too. If it's not beneath you, pick up whatever valuables you find along your way. We'll need ammo and resources to take down the city behind the coup. Hidden all over the city, there are underground black market shops. Look for a symbol depicting two hands, which means there's a shop nearby. Follow signs, they'll guide you. Buying from the black market is against the law, but it could make the difference against the Duke's military. Sokolov was working on this crossbow as a gift for you. If you need it modified, those shops can help with that as well. Sweet. Crossbow is probably like my favorite weapon in the game. If I want to play it stealthy. playthrough. Yeah. Maintenance list. Don't give a fuck about that. So this door is locked. And Megan's in there. We'll worry about her in just a second. Let's get inside of this storage room. By Anton Sokolov, Chapter 15. At dawn, I set out with the group that forged east. It included 2 other natural philosophers and 4 crewmen. We used blades to clear the vegetation that grew thickly there, and slowly made our way away from the shore up a steep incline. Our purpose was to gather samples of the native plants for our research journals. I found myself pressing leaves and stems between pages and taking copious notes on several species of flora I surmised no human had ever set eyes on previously. When suddenly young Gravin from the academy began hopping about and screaming wildly. Chance had bade him pick an unfortunate place to step. Aggressive ant-like creatures swarmed him from below. So many in number were his tiny attackers that we quickly lost sight of him under their onslaught. We finally managed to pull Gravin from the insects, acquiring several painful welts where we had come to his aid. Mr. Gravit, however, was bitten or stung, as I would eventually discover. So many times he was barely recognizable, swollen onto a deformity over every inch of his person. Moaning like a sick bull, he expired before we could carry him back to the beach. Luckily, some of the creatures still clung to him, providing me with precious samples. Luckily, you're a dick, dude. Like, let's just be honest. Sokolov is kind of a dick. He really only cares about research. We can open that now. And we should be good to go with that. Let's talk to Emily. Actually, let's go down. I think there's something downstairs. Anton, your idea of improving the head gaseous healing with a guano coating is the worst you've ever had. I'll make you sleep in the engine room if you don't fix your mess by tomorrow. Megan, if all inventors were as delicate and short-tempered as you are, you and I would still be paddling around in carved-out logs. Megan, I made some mulberry cake. It's my own recipe, improved from Tivian spices. I left it in the galley. Anton, where are you, old fool? I hope nobody hurt you. I'll find you. I swear, I miss you. Aw, that's so sad. The fuck is that? You're welcome, Emily. Because of the rat plague in the first game, all the rats are kind of disgusting to me. Especially since they could actually kill you in the first game. Okay. So, she's talking to herself over there. Hi there.
You're up. When you're ready to talk, I'll tell you what I know.
Alright, we'll talk in a sec. The Shindieri Gift, a study by Amora Clipswitch on the effect of the winds on the Karnakan landmass and resulting economic positions. Whale oil. Liquid power. How astonishing that within these beasts inside the oil harvested along with their flesh is enough power to see the Isles through these tumultuous years. And it all seemed limitless, but now the lights begin to dim. Our fisher folk say the great beasts are incredibly rare. Not all places will suffer this loss equally, fellow natural philosophers. Karnaka has a unique feature, the cleft in Shindieri Peak, through which the winds are channeled and amplified. As whale oil begins to run short, with the cost of finding the remaining leviathans escalating beyond the worth of the oil itself, Karnaka will find itself ascending among the Isles. Yeah, that's true. Fellow citizens express shock and fear at yet another outspoken critic. Blah, 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 blah. We've already read this several times.